Hey everybody, hope it's going well today. All right, I was looking at my records. I just did these rear brakes 9.5 years ago, and they need to be replaced already. I think I probably got about 90,000 miles on them. Geez, they don't make them like they used to. Anyway, I thought I'd grab the camera, take you along. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get the lug nuts loose, get the car jacked up. Let's get these wheels off and let's take a look at what we got. Bring it back. I don't have a stand, so I apologize. I'll have to keep bringing you back. I already ran into a problem. I was able to jack this side up, but my jack's too short to get this side up. So, I don't know. I guess I'll figure that out when I get to it. Obviously, I'm doing the passenger side first. Okay. One of the things I wanted to go over real quick, stuff I have. So I got basic hand tools, socket set, metric. I do have a torque wrench. It's advised, probably not needed. I got a breaker bar. I got an 8mm for the bleed valve. And then consumables, I've got anti-seize for metal on metal, and then I've got, I think it's a silicone paste grease. It's not, you want it non-corrosive for petroleum. A lot of greases are corrosive for if it's got petroleum in it, it's going to be non-corrosive for petroleum. What am I talking about? Non-corrosive for rubber. There's a lot of, not a lot. There's a few rubber seals that you don't want to have corrode. So you got to kind of be picky about the type of lubricants you use. And then I have some, for more consumables, I have brake clean and the tacky, the lithium grease. And let's get started here. Wheels off, and I think the first thing I'm going to do is see if we can get this rotor. Not rotor. Yeah, it's hot out here. Don't wait when it's hot. I'm going to see if I can get the caliper off, and then there's a caliper bracket that I have to remove, and then I can remove the rotor. All right, I'll bring it. Oh, and of course, new brake parts, pads and rotors. I think I got this on Amazon. It was like, the whole set was like 75 or 80 bucks. The shop quoted me like 600 for this axle. So yeah, there's quite a bit of savings. All right. Bye. Okay, here's my setup. I've got the calipers off with the caliper bracket, mounting bracket. I've got the brake pads out. I have my 8mm on my, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention 17mm to rotate the caliper up. It's 15mm sockets for the caliper bracket. 8mm for the bleed valve. I'm going to open the bleed valve. I've got a hose on it. Rather than push all the dirty fluid back into the master cylinder, when I compress the caliper back, then I've got my brake tool, but you could just use a C-clamp or something, and the old brake pad. I'm going to open the bleed valve and just have that fluid in the caliper get bled out, and then I'll fill it up with fresh fluid at the master when I'm done. So it's not a full brake bleed, but I don't really need it because the fluid in the master cylinder reservoir looks good. I think the lines are good. I think this is the worst of it because it gets subjected to all the heat cycles. So yeah, I just wanted to. That was kind of a nice tip, I thought. All right, and I'll bring you back. I forgot. Hit your caliper with the brake cleaner because after you've bled it, you don't want all the contaminants to get back into your brake system. So I cleaned up my brake caliper, got all the dust off of it before I compressed that piston back into the caliper. Just another tip. All right, bye. Okay. After a bit of a struggle, I managed to get the old rotor off. There's a couple of thread bolts in here. I think I got the wrong size. So I think mine were 10 M6, I think is what they were, but I think it was in the wrong thread pitch. So don't listen to me. But you just need them to break. They screw against the hub and pull the rotor off. So I'm going to take a little time. I'm going to clean up the face of that hub. You like to sand it down. And I'm going to put some of that anti-seize. I'm going to smear it all over it so that hopefully, if there is another brake job, and I don't think it's going to be me because I'm getting too old for this, it'll go much easier. All right, let's bring it back. Okay, I smeared that anti-seize. I cleaned up the hub. Just took a light sanding, brake clean. Cleaned it up as best I could. And you can see the e-brake is their drums. So clean that up as best I could. They still have some, I mean, it's just a parking brake, so I don't think that needs to be changed out. Cleaned it up. I smeared anti-seize all over the face of it. I tried to keep it off the lug threads because I think that messes up the torque settings on the wheel. And now we're gonna go. Now let's. These are my. Yeah, this is my. Let's see what we got here. Unboxing. All right, you know what? This is too hard for me with one hand. I'll bring it back. All right. Well, it's getting hot, but that's pretty much it. I shouldn't say that. I got the wheel back on, but I think what I'm going to do. There's a bunch of brake dust and contaminants on that wheel, so I'm going to take some wash and try to clean that wheel off pretty good and clean it back off pretty good. Maybe even put some anti-seize on the face of the rotor. I had trouble getting the wheel off. Yeah, and then it should be done. Okay. Now I got to do the other side, but that may be for another time. It's hot and I'm exhausted.